Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm currently driving to one of my favorite spots here in northern Utah, and I want to take you guys along because honestly, I hike here all the time. Spent a night here a while ago, but it's been quite some time. Some spooky things have happened here before, so hopefully they don't tonight, but if they do, then it'll be interesting for you guys. But yeah, I'll hit you guys up when I get there. All right, we just got here. The parking lot's pretty empty. There's only 2 trucks and then I think 1 camping up there. But yeah, let's get out and get going. So, I wanted to do a little bit of fixing up the camp. Been meaning to do it for a while now, but I just haven't. So I got my shovel. All right, let's take you guys. All right. So for you people who have kind of been to northern Utah, especially have gone to Pineview, this is exactly where I am. Most people drive past it, but those who are passengers probably definitely see it. Let's see. Coldwater Canyon Trail. Yeah, so first video of the channel. It's going to be a little, hopefully not too cringe, but I'm excited to start this journey. I saw the Outdoor Brothers. He's done, unfortunately. I grew up, but I've watched a lot of his videos and was inspired to start this. And I know that there's a huge hole left behind by him in the outdoor videos. I know everyone watches them. I've seen celebrities even show that they watch him, like Bryson DeChambeau. He was super sad too. But yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys on my adventures. I do a lot of them. Figured it's about time I share them with people. I'll tell you what, the first few hundred feet of that sucks. Oh, it's flat here, but it's probably, I'm already up 300 feet from where I first started, and it just continues to switch back and forth. So I'm probably not going to film a lot of this because I can barely breathe, let alone talk. I finally got to the flat part. I'm still convinced there's no such thing as a flat hike in Utah. Almost there. From parking lot to camp, I think it's only about half a mile or so. Maybe even a lot less than that. But almost there. Oh man. So, funny story. When me and my buddy were hiking this, it's probably been about a year or 2. We came up to this little tiny campsite right here. Super tiny, maybe you could fit maybe 2 tents right here. We were walking and I smelled smoke at first. And then we saw this fire pit, which had fire on it. It was on fire. So we hurried and just grabbed all of our water and dumped it on that. But it must have been going for at least a few hours because this was probably in the afternoon when we found it, assuming people were camping overnight the night before. But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. People really need to make sure their fire's out. Move it around, stir it, soak it wet. That's the fire pit that I need to dig out. You can probably see why I need to dig it out. Stands about a foot off the ground. The trail continues a little bit up there. I'll show you that a little bit later. But my setup is going to go right there and then perfect clearing. So the plan is, and I've done this many times before, I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm going to do. String up my tarpon hammock right in between this, and then get everything else set up for the day. Yeah. I'll go over all the gear that I'm carrying, at least some of it. Let's get this down. Okay. So I'm working on getting a lot lighter pack. This is the Osprey Archeon, however you want to say that. 50, I believe. It's awesome because it's made out of recycled water bottles, but I think it's about 7 pounds without anything in it, which is disgusting. One cool thing that I like about it is it has these side access parts to it where I can just get all my stuff out, including my tarp and my hammock. So hammock is from Dutchware, Dutchware Chameleon. This is with the upgraded spreader bar, which in my opinion is amazing because it keeps the net off your face whether you're just sitting there or actually laying in the hammock, as well as their Dutchware. This is the Winter 12, I believe, for obvious winter camping, but I'm probably just going to use this all year round because it's lightweight enough. It doesn't bug me, to be honest. Same with the suspension from Dutchware. I spliced the AM steel myself, so I'll go ahead and get that set up. So going over the straps that I have, like I said, they're from Dutchware. I think these are the 12-foot spider straps. But the thing that's awesome are these. You guys know what they are. You obviously love them too. But I love these because they're so quick to set up. Just like that. That side's done. Just to show you guys a little bit closer, I forgot to mention this is the Dutch clip. Most people will just use a carabiner, wrap it around. Hey, my rope is still here. That's fun. But yeah, you just wrap it around and snug it up. You can use a carabiner instead and it clips. Most of the time, the most simple way is to get the other end and feed it through there. That way you don't have to have any hardware, but it takes forever to pull it through. So that's why I like to just put that on and cinch it.
What I have is a bishop bag, but I never have this side undone. Just because I always know that it's my head side. I like to have it on this side, so here, okay.
Talking about that spreader bar, I'll show you that right here. Super lightweight. I think they're carbon fiber, maybe, if not graphite rods, something lightweight. I don't know. They weigh probably 2 ounces. Come in 3 parts, just like a tent pole. Put one side in, put it right through here. If I can, put it in the hole. There we go. Get the other part, put that in the hole. And finish it up. Just like that. You got a sail for a sailboat. I have these clips right here that kind of just keep it shut for you. Mostly when you're in. And then these little snaps as well. But this is what's awesome. When you're in here, and this is open, it stays off your face. And you got a little shade if the sun is behind you. I'm pretty shaded in all of these trees. But yeah, ridge line's a little tight, so I'll have to adjust the lay. But yeah, this is pretty much the hammock setup. I'll get the insulation up. So I got my top quilt and under quilt in here. I think the first one. Yep, so my under quilt. I can't remember if I did this or the company that I bought it through, which is Hammock Gear, did this. But I always know the white side is my head side. Put that on. Drag that across, and the black side is always my feet side. Hook that onto the suspension. Put the hammock in the middle of it. Bada bing, bada boom. Bottom insulation's done. Now for the top quilt. This one, probably shouldn't have closed this. Oops. The top quilt, same company, Hammock Gear. It's not going to get too cold. I don't think so, at least. I think the coldest, probably 45, 50 degrees. So I just brought my 30-degree incubator. Of that foot end, head end. Get that spread out so both of those can loft. Make sure that there's enough room under the hammock so it's not compressing under me when I lay on it. Yeah. Now I'm gonna close this because I don't want bugs in there. So I got this pillow a little bit ago, the Nemo Pillow. I was watching NAFs. Ben Peterson brought this onto his show, and he says that he takes it everywhere traveling. And I've always just used those cheap inflatable ones. It costs like $4 at your local outdoor store. And I wanted to just get something a lot better. So this will be the first night that I try this out. It's pretty nice that the bag goes in by itself. I probably won't fill it up too much just because I'll be in a hammock. I don't need a whole bunch of head support. But what's nice about this is it has the air as well as probably 3/4 inch padding on top. So that's awesome. All right. So the tarp, super easy to put up. You usually want it just right below your suspension, just so it's a lot closer to your hammock. In Utah, if you're from Utah, you know that it doesn't rain just straight down. It's usually at a 45-degree angle, maybe even sharper. I don't know. Never makes sense to me. So I'm just gonna try to get this low. There isn't any weather on the forecast, but again, I'm in the Wasatch Mountains. You do not know what the weather's gonna be 20 minutes from now. Blue skies, but I'm not holding my breath. All right, so I'm just gonna pull my prusik through a little bit so I can get it over that tree. So I have this in a snake skin. So all I have to do, pull it all the way through. Don't lose bags, because that sucks. And then I have the end on a Dutch wear stinger and just their spool. So I'm going to pull that through. All right. So you can tell it's not really centered. So on this stinger, pinch it, pull it out, and then you can move the stinger farther over this way. And then all I got to do is grab the prusik on that side and pull it this way. I'll put this down, show you guys what I mean. All right. So pulling it over again. So right here, there's a little lock on a little barb right there. Fold this over. I'll probably want to move it over a little bit more. Take this, wind it around there, and it just locks it in. So when you bring this side from the tree around that little hook, I have a better ratio of pulling it, which makes it super tight. Pinch it off, and you bring it around the ring, not the ring, the wing. Pinch, bring it around the wing, just like that, it's done. So I'll show you what I mean about the prusiks. I have little Dutch hooks. These things are probably 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 inch, tiny little titanium hooks. And it's attached to a prusik right here. All you got to do is loosen it just barely, then you can move it around. You can tell that it's a little, I like mine about 1 foot over, because this is an 11-foot hammock and a 12-foot tarp. So I like mine a little bit over, so I need to take it to the other side. You can tell this one's way too far over. So same process, just pinch the prusik, bring it over. Nice thing is about these prusiks too is that they will pretty much self-tighten. So now that there's slack in this, all I gotta do is pull this one, center it about where I want it, and come back here. You can tell it's pretty good. Now that it's centered pretty tight, just because I guess I don't have to open it up right now. For sake of showing you guys, I'm gonna open it up. I guess it'll be good for shade. It's not going to be too much sunlight here in a bit. Throw one side on one. And then grab my stakes. Which I like to keep my stakes and my straps in separate bags. Mostly because the stakes always get dirty, literally. And the straps are always touching trees, which have sap, bird poop, whatever, honestly, and it's gross. So I always keep them in different bags. But I've 3D printed some stake caps out of glow in the dark, so if I do need to see them at night, you can see that. I got little pull tabs on them as well. That's not glow in the dark, they're just bright green. Now, with it being so close to the ground, I'm just gonna stake out the other side. I'll probably only just need 2 on each side. And I'll show you. So I love to work with rope. Years ago, I saw this video of from Dutchware, show how to splice a shot cord into your guy out lines, which I thought was brilliant because, I mean, for a long time I just used cord, not shot cord, just rope, and I wanted a little bit of stretch in case a huge gust of wind pulls and it doesn't rip the entire tarp or rip the guy out lines out of the tarp itself, which would suck. But you can kind of see I was thin. There's about 6 inches of shot cord in there. Super fun. And this is the wind that I'm talking about. So I keep it super simple. I'm just gonna do a prusik, not a prusik. I'm just gonna do a clove hitch. Put that in, put the stake through, tighten that up, get it somewhat to where I want it, and I hit a rock. I've been doing it this way for a very long time. I've never had any issues. So I'm going to do the other side now. I was going to show you what I mean with that clove hitch. What you do is you make a loop, make another loop the same direction, cross it over, and tighten it up. You can kind of see how the rope cinches on itself. Put that up at the top, tighten it just a little bit, and then you can take it out. Just like that. And it's done. So, got a new chair from Nature Hike. It's a YL08, I believe. Probably the lightest chair I've ever owned, which is funny because it's not like ultralight or anything, but super lightweight for me. I do need to dig this down. It's been probably decades that this fire pit has been used. So I was gonna clean it up, maybe get some new rocks, make a nice little fire pit for others to enjoy, but also to make it more safe, because a fire a foot off the ground probably isn't the safest thing in the world. So we'll go ahead and get started. funny story. I was here end of last year. Gross. And I found what looked like a laptop motherboard. So I don't know if somebody was just burning something that they wanted to get rid of, but it was really weird. If I dig down far enough, I'll probably find it. But yeah, I found a lot of weird stuff in this. Like a exploded sardine can. I don't know, I'll probably make a garbage pile and haul it out of here. Because there's a lot of it. Mostly glass, which not much I can do about that. But all of the kind of bigger stuff, I'll definitely haul out of here. Okay. So it was about here. Now it's almost to ground level. And then I dug down probably another 4 inches just to keep it safe, because I know a lot of people use this, and it will fill up over time, and I'll have to do this probably in another few years. But for now, it's pretty good. I drew a little circle around this, so now it's just stacking up rocks, trying not to get bit by wolf spiders. Again, because I didn't lose them. I just forgot about my house. My gloves. That sucks, as this was kind of the main purpose of coming up here today. I haven't used this thing for a very long time. See if I can remember how to use it still. Yep. That was exhausting. So I'm gonna get my chair set up. Apparently my kids have been playing with this. That's hilarious. We were looking for that the other day too. Pull this out. And if I can, I'll get everything linked to all my gear if you guys want to look at it. It's fine. Don't lose that. My daughter will be livid with me. Trick that maybe not a lot of people know with these, you always want to put the bottom on first, because they're shorter and they have less bend in them. So obviously, first one's gonna be easy, second one a little tough. But once you get up here, you're gonna be really happy. You can kind of see the flex. And then put that on. Oh yeah. Oh. I make these chairs look really small. So I'm gonna make a little bed at the bottom. And if you guys don't already, you just carry a lighter or whatever, that's fine. But I like to carry all of my stuff kind of in kits. So this is my fire kit. It has some fire starters, matches. One thing that I thought was really cool, I haven't seen too many people use, but if you really want to get some really small kindling, pencil sharpeners. They have magnesium ones that you can kind of shave off into there or whatever, but you find sticks that are about the same size as pencils and just shave away. Look at that. And then you have a sharp stick at the end, but got some awesome kindling as well. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, if you have dry grass or leaves, that'd probably be better. But I haven't done this in a long time, so I figured let's play with it a little bit. These fire starters, yes, I can do the whole bushcraft fire thing. I'll probably do that another time, but haven't been out for a while, so I wanted to kind of cheat per se. So get that down, get my lighters that also have they just have duct tape. This is about 3-ish feet of duct tape wrapped around the lighter. If you need to use that as kindling, you can. I don't really need to. So I'm just gonna get this started. Let that go for a minute. Some more kindling in there. And I think this is a local brand of kindling, not kindling, fire starter. I got it at a outdoorsman show years ago, and they've just lasted me forever. I think it's just like some sort of vegetable oil. I don't know. And I wanted to get out early in the season because here probably in less than a month there's going to be fire restrictions. Won't really need a fire because it's going to be so warm, but in Utah it gets warm and dry. It's currently 6:30 right now, so I should probably get dinner going. This is a grail. I don't have any water in it right now. There's a stream about a quarter mile down if I needed to get more water. I think I have plenty. But a little trick that I found with their nesting cup is, I can't remember where I saw this, but if you put duct tape, this is about 2 feet, maybe less, of duct tape around it, it nests airtight pretty much and does not come off very easily. So this is what I'll be using to boil my water. And just set that to the side. So I've been waiting for this ever since Mountain House announced it. It's a cheesy pepperoni pizza bowl. So excited. I love pizza. It looks super good. In about 10 minutes, I guess I'll have a meal. Yep, so just got it going, not boiling yet. We'll hear in a bit. And luckily, I don't think it's too hot. Let's open this up. Smells like pizza Pringles. Also, if you've never had a backpacking meal before, make sure you take these out. I've eaten a couple. Well, I haven't eaten them, but I've poured hot water in a couple. So yeah, just make sure you take it out. Yeah, not too hot. also learn to put this on the ground when you pour the hot water in. Alright. Ah, I forgot my spoon. Hold on. Super happy about this because I've never had a titanium spoon before. I've always just used tiny little plastic ones, but this is nice because I can actually scoop from the bottom. Okay. Oh, I am so excited for this. Seal that up. And see you in about 9 minutes. So just wanted to baton some wood before I start digging into my dinner. I love this new knife. It's a White River Ursus. Got it at Blade Show last year, and it has done amazing so far with everything I have thrown at it. Also, the nice thing about Utah, like I earlier mentioned, it's so dry. When things are dry, they're dry. So, after I cut the wood, I pulled this out and I figured I'd show you guys. If you ever seen a pocket billow, yeah, they have the huge copper pipe ones, but these ones I like because you can just pull it out. It's about 2 feet long and just blow. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so I do not like to watch people eat, but I figured I'd just show you guys the food. A lot of people complain about the looks of backpacking meals. I don't mind, but I'm gonna try this real quick. Yeah, it's like somebody blended up a pizza. Yeah, no, it tastes exactly like pepperoni pizza. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back later. See ya. I wasn't planning on doing a whole lot tonight. Just sit by the fire, maybe listen to audiobook out here, or just chill in my hammock the rest of the night. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here and relax. It's been a long couple of weeks. My family has had hand, foot, mouth, which is rough because I didn't think adults could really get it, and if they got it, there were mild symptoms, but I got it, and I did not have mild symptoms, that's for sure. I still have a little bit of sores on my hand, more of an annoyance than anything. But the sores in your mouth, they turn into cankers. Just doesn't feel good. There's one night that when I went to bed, I could not stop shaking. And I told my buddy this, is I felt like a chihuahua in a thunderstorm. I could not stop shaking. It was weird. I wasn't really cold, so I got in bed with a giant minky blanket and then my covers. And I was keeping my wife up for probably a good hour, just shivering in bed. And then I finally fell asleep. And that happened probably for 2 days, but as long as I stayed up on my Tylenol and ibuprofen, it was okay. Definitely a lot better now, but man, yeah, that sucked. I don't get sick often, but when I do, I'm a baby about it, I guess. I don't think so, but my wife thinks otherwise. So yeah, if anything interesting happens tonight, I'll get you guys up to speed, but if not, it's just been super quiet. I might go to bed early-ish. It's 7 o'clock now, but yeah, I'll probably go to bed, I don't know, 9:30, depending, especially where my phone is probably about to die, so I can't record a whole lot. Need to get a camera. I need to get up a little bit early tomorrow morning so I can get home, because my wife said if I get home early enough, she's gonna make German pancakes, and I will not miss that. I will wake up at 5 a.m. to get home, even though it's only a 20-minute drive, which is very lucky living on the Wasatch Front, which is where I got my name from. Your 5-minute drive from pretty much any hike in that area. Your 20 to 30-minute drive from being literally in the middle of the mountains. It's just amazing. So, yeah. Talk to you guys later. I wanted to show this to you guys before it got too dark. This is why I love it up here. There are these campgrounds pretty much everywhere. Not a huge spot to put a tent, but that. Alright, just got everything in the camp put away for the night. Got my hammock all ready for Betty Boo. So I will see you guys in the morning. One thing I do like, or I do want to show off, is this. Let me turn this off real quick. Hopefully you guys can see it. Kinda faint. But I have these cord pulls right there that glow in the dark. And got some glow in the dark paracord and tied them into some globe knots, so I can see them all night long. It's pretty awesome. But see you guys in the morning.
Good morning. Well, I slept awesome. Oh, yeah. Now I just gotta break down camp so I can get home to those German pancakes.
All right, so I finally got up. It's, let's see, 6:30. So I will be just taking down camp and heading out. I didn't bring breakfast with me today like I normally would, just because I knew I needed to get up early to get home and help my wife with the kids today. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the hike out. Yeah, so I was able to pick up other people's garbage, leave the campsite better than when you found it, right? Pack out what you pack in, you know, all the sayings. Fire's cold, stirred. So I am gonna head out of here. I wanted to show you guys. So where I'm at, obviously they're mountain peaks, but the cool thing is when I woke up, well, just barely, the sun is behind you, heading back up there. It is gorgeous. I'll show you guys kind of back there. It's awesome. Go back to the car. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, forgot to throw away my garbage and other people's garbage. So, yeah, thanks for coming with me, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys think this is perfect, let me know in the comments. If you didn't think it was perfect, let me know in the comments. I am just trying to get better at this. But yeah, thanks everyone. Talk to you later.